3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Monday, April 14th, 2025. Taxes are due tomorrow if you're in the United States. So, yay. Celebrate some of that. I am looking at what appears to be, on my mobile device here, the only currency pair doing anything in the world right now. NZD CAD has pushed, had a nice little push last night. You can see its movement here going a little bit parabolic, stuck up here at the top. We expect it to do this. When? I don't know. Plus, if you stick around, near the end here, we will jump into my Random Trader series and a very interesting opportunity that we are getting to learn by entering random trades. So let's get into that. This is the free signal. I'm watching NZD CAD here because I am in this trade on a large account and woke up to about 550% margin level. So I'm on suicide watch here, watching NZD CAD. So we'll see what goes. It's just going to hover up at the top there for whatever reason. But literally the only pair doing anything. So we've scaled in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe there's 10 trades in the system. We can look at that. We're at a crossroads here. This probably, I'm probably going to put this into recovery, and it's going to act a little bit weird. Because the one profitable pair feed is, what we say, 8 trades deep, and the system is 10. So when I put recovery on here, I guess what I'll do is I'll recover it from the one profitable pair feed. So I got to go in and shut down the main algorithm, shut down the one profitable pair feed, and effect recovery. I'm literally moments away from doing that. I'm watching it here. We're going to see what it does. If it starts hovering around in this area, which it could any second, I'm going to consider putting it into recovery. If that happens, I may have to disconnect from the live and go focus on that. So let's run through this quickly then. If you're following along with the free signal, it's a great sell trade. It's nice that the lot size, oddly, has not... I should look at that. I'm going to look at something here. That's odd that it has not increased. Let me make sure I don't have some custom setting. Stand by. Yes, that doesn't seem right, does it? This is a dilemma. Basically, what I'm looking at is this exact same trade copied over to one of my real accounts here. And I'm just looking at how the lot size has scaled up. Certainly on my end, it's interesting that I'm not in as many. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Stand by. And this is kind of like one of the things about copy trading. Is you may not, depending on when you turned on your copier. So here I am looking back at the free signal. Depending on when you turn on your copier, you may or may not get all of those trades. Luckily with my system, you don't need them all. You only need essentially the most recent trade. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's that's crazy. All right, so that's something, that's the reason I'd probably have to disconnect if I put this, or when I put it into recovery, is that based off of my accounts, I have taken some fewer trades than the actual system is sent out. So what you don't want to do is put the main system into recovery on 10 trades and you've only got 6. It's going to jack up your math. You might end up being more profitable that way, but it also puts you at more risk. Because who knows what you bid and who knows how far your personal account is down. Recovery will be easily handled by my account, but will it copy to yours? It's not will it copy, but when it copies, will it be, way too much bid for you? And will it overtax your account? So, all right, let's move a little bit faster here. Pause. I'm going to look at the full algorithm and show you how little is actually being traded in the market right now. So, $85 drawdown. We're trading 1, 2, 3 pairs. We've got AUD NZD going, CAD JPY, and then this NZD CAD. Is the NZD CAD the only pair in the world pushing at any volume level right now? There's just nothing. It is the weirdest thing that, and here we go. The random types of things. Mark says, I wonder about that. You mean in terms of, I think you're probably getting at, different numbers of trades on people's different accounts. So there might be 10 in the system, might only be 6 on the one profitable pair feed. Somebody, like I turned on an account the other day, so I don't have 6. I've got like 3 or 4 of the 10 trades, right? So in the end, it's really only about the individual account conceptually, mathematically. It really doesn't matter how many you got, even if you had one trade and the recovery system was in 30 trades and started copying over to you, you'd probably do pretty good. Just general mathematics, but I don't want to overtax somebody's account if I don't have to. So as far as closure overnight, $35, that's pretty standard. Remember, it's a base lot size 0.01, so you scale that up and you would make more than that. Let's go to the pause here. Somebody had mentioned that there were no trades in the 10 pip hybrid. I believe that is correct. We are in NZD CAD in the one profitable pair feed. So gold, I'm going to take a look at gold. I don't think we have any issues going on there. I believe there's no trades open. That's correct. And as usual, I ask it to make $10 overnight, and it made $11.30, which is, again, infinitely scalable depending on the size of your account. So gold doing really, really well. Already looked at the free signal. Going to look at something here, see if I have it on this account. Let's see. Yes, I do. So this is the stable profits feed. It's just hovering there. Euro GBP, absolutely hovering there. It's pushed up. If you look at the chart here, it's pushed up. And we're waiting for it to round back down. That's it. It's literally just like NZD CAD right now. Pushed up, and we're looking for it to come down. All right, not a lot going on there. Again, there's just, it's Monday, right? It's Monday. Is Easter next weekend? I think so. I hope I didn't miss it. So I don't know if that will definitely affect the market next week. Let's see, what was I looking at here? So let's go over to, if I have it here, yeah, the grid trading system. I did not turn it on last night, so guess what? It didn't take any trades. So what I'm going to do while we're sitting here is I'm going to go push the button right now and turn that grid on. That doesn't sound good. Emergency alert. Earthquake detected. Drop cover, hold on, protect yourself. Are you kidding me?
Earthquake detected. Drop, cover, hold on, protect yourself.
I do feel an earthquake right now.
alert.
What in the hell? My entire RV has a little shake to it. I'm not kidding. That just happened real time. What in the hell? 10:10 a.m. Yeah, that's right now. Earthquake detected. I have never seen that in my life. All right. So what I need to do is I need to go turn on the grid trader. So go to the pause. I'm just going to hit the button. We'll come back and I'll show you. But it's really... There it goes again. It's literally telling me to drop, cover, and hold on. You're kidding me, right? Drop, cover, and hold on. Is it that bad? Can it be that bad? Scaring me over here. All right, so we're on the pause. I need to do this on... I'm losing my train of thought here on the account numbers. I definitely feel an earthquake. Is this where California separates from the United States? That'd be kind of cool. All right, let me see if I can find this account. I got a couple different servers here. It is this one. I got it. So what I'm going to do is, the cool thing about this is the grid trader that I recommend. If you're a subscriber or lifetime license holder, you have access to those bots that I recommend, and I give you the custom settings. So if I just click the button on this, what it does is it makes its money and then it shuts off. So you go back in and you click the button and say start again, and it does exactly that. So it entered these two trades in a grid, a buy and a sell. If it moves up, it'll take profit on the buy. If it moves down, it'll take profit on the sell. And it just keeps entering buys and sells and taking profits. In this particular case, I have turned it on, and I've said, hey, make $100 and get out. So I forgot to turn it on last night, so not a big deal. That's the cool thing about it. It doesn't keep you in the market all the time, typically. It can get into a run and a basket of trades where you're in the market quite a bit, but Mark says, well, that's trippy. Can't make that shit on live. You can't make that shit up, I think is what you said. Doug says California might fall into the ocean. Cool. 5.1 on the Richter scale. I don't know. Is that high? I felt a little bit of... I felt just a little bit... I mean, it's so easy to feel any sort of shaking when I'm here sitting in the RV out in the desert. That's pretty wild. So, where are we? That's the grid. I didn't turn the grid on. Let's go back to the pause. Already looked at the large account. Let's look at that one more time, because I really need to stay on top of this thing's margin level. Yeah, it's not looking great. Not feeling great, but it is what it is, right? 567% margin level. Let's look at the chart one more time. Yeah, look at that tear towards the top. That's the day. Yeah, it's just going to push. Might be time to get out of this. So definitely get ready and prepare, if you're trading this, for me to put it into recovery. What is next? The double hedge. Let's take a look at that. Should be this one. Yes, this is interesting. So the double hedge, its intent is it goes into a buy and a sell. I set it to go into it, later in the evening, and then it manages each side. So it's interesting. We don't have enough movement in the market to really move much. So the buy side took profit at $266. Now I told this system to give me $100 a day, and this is on a real account. This is live. So I'm up 266. So the moment my drawdown gets to, well, I mean, the basket of trades, $100 profit, right? Then it will shut down. It will take the 266 profit. It'll take a small loss on this one, assuming that it comes back and the loss actually reduces here. If not, there's plenty of margin in this account for it to keep going, and then tonight the automated system will rebalance this. It will hedge, so we'll add a buy trade at a 0.50 lot size. The margin level percent will go to 0, and then it will manage each of those two trades. So it's a really, really powerful system. And again, it has came to the top in my robot incubator because of the market conditions currently, and it's working currently. And that's really how you're going to find me talking a lot about these robots and this robot system that we use, is that at any given time, a robot will be profitable or not so profitable, or not profitable at all. So right now, the grid robot that I recommend, the double hedge robot that I recommend, and of course my algorithm is pretty consistent with that. But those are the three that are doing really, really well. I have added, I believe, two more robots and a utility to the subscriber section, where you can see what the robots are. You can download them. You can go purchase them if you want to. You can use the set files I've given you, and of course I've got all the training and support to help you become a robot trader, is what I'm trying to say. So back to the pause here, and I think where we were headed is the random trader. So let me show you where we're at here. Tell you what I've done. This is a great example. So this last week we entered this random trade, this NZD CHF sell trade, put us about 3,500% margin level when we entered the first trade here, and it just kind of pushed against us. And then I believe it was yesterday, the spread, after the market opened, the spread came down. I was like, you know what, my margin level percent was at like 2,000. So this very textbook. These are the numbers that I look at. So I like to bid the initial trade and be in about 2,000 to 3,000% margin level. If it moves slow enough, which in this case it did, for me to scale into another trade, I did that. And I'm looking to be in this basket of trades at or above 1,000% margin level percent. And we're there. We're at 1,200, and it's hovering at 1,200. It has been at 1,200 since last night. It has literally went nowhere. Last night at dinner is when I was looking at this, and it's just gone absolutely nowhere. So here's the plan. If my margin level percent goes below 1,000, I will put the recovery system on this, and we'll just let it tear. We'll let it go. And here's the reality of it. Notice that we've entered this trade. It moved against us, and now it is literally going sideways. That is what it's doing. And that's what they do. The big banks, they dump the money, move the market. They haven't done any liquidity grabs where they're at, meaning they're in drawdown. So they need up down movement, up down, up down, up down, up down, with some wicks on the top and some wicks on the bottom to take people's stops out and to collect money so they can then move it in the direction they want to move it, which is probably in the sell direction. Okay, since the sell is against us, they're probably planning on moving. But how far it goes, I don't know. We don't know. But I'm going to keep an eye on this. I would like to put recovery on it, but I also want to follow my rule set. I want you to see the recovery system work on this, if it does or if it doesn't. And here's where I was going with that. Here's where it gets crazy. So we've pushed, it's going sideways, and we're like, you know what? Okay, we're going to put recovery on it. And that's typically when you're going to put recovery on it, when the volume is low. So guess what? Recovery is going to be slow. It's just as simple as that. That's just the reality of it. You push. When you need to go into recovery, the market has slowed down. It's going sideways. That recovery can take a while. And I think we're seeing that. I still have some people on that Euro AUD tear that happened like a month ago. We've put a handful of those accounts into recovery, and it's just not going anywhere because the market's just not moving right now for whatever reason. So Doug says the earthquake was down by San Diego. Well, that's not that far from here. I'm like a couple hours from there. Interesting. I felt a little bit of back and forth, and then that was about it. But that's pretty wild that it says, I'm looking at the warning, it says drop, cover, and hold on. Wow, okay. I don't think I'm not near any buildings or skyscrapers out here. Not even really any trees, so I'm good. We're good to go. I believe that's it. That's the Random Trader. We are holding this. We are managing it. I have been posting in the group if you're interested in keeping up with this trade, which you probably should be, because this is the massive ability for us to learn. This is textbook trade. Enter a trade over 3,000% margin level, goes against us, down to 2,000% margin level. I scale into another trade, brings me down to about 1,200%. Man, that's perfect, and it's just hovering right there. If it goes, if it goes to 950 margin percent level, I'm putting it into recovery. That's basically the plan, assuming I catch it. You also get to see on that other account. In fact, I better look at it real quick here because I'm going to have to go effect some recovery on this. Yeah, we're still, the market has literally just frozen. I'm still at 568% margin level on this. Derek says, we can only hope that California falls into the ocean west of the San Andreas Fault. Wow. Tell me you're a red conservative. Is that, I want to say red pill. You're a red conservative. That's my boy. All right. We'll end it there. We're in the Random Trader. I will keep you updated inside of the group, inside of the Discord group. If you're not in the Discord group, fxwithterry.com. Come on in. You want to be an automated trader. You want to be a copy trader. You want to be a robot trader. That's what we do. I give you the skill set to be able to trade these automated algorithms the rest of your life and profit like a gangster. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow, which will be tax day. And yeah, have fun doing your taxes. I'll see you later.
Smart investors are flocking to the FX with Terry automated trading system. This is 100% fully automated Forex trading. This intelligent AI trading algorithm works for you 24 hours per day. Daily live results and nothing but net profit. No other system comes close to the automated profit potential of this system. Start trading for free today with 100% help and support by visiting fxwithterry.com and plug into the profit-making potential. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Join the top 10% of traders that are winning every day through automation. fxwithterry.com is your path to Forex trading success.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.